Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our weekly energy reading for the week of August 28th, 2025. I just want to remind everyone that this is for entertainment purposes only, and I would appreciate it greatly if you could please like, share, and please subscribe, and please check to see if you have subscribed in the past that you are still subscribed. So this week I am looking to pull cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle card deck with Colette, Baron-Reid, to get a clarifying card from the Archetype cards of Carolyn, Myss, and to do our 3-card pull from the Intuitive Whispers Oracle from Maude, Hirst. So let's not even waste one more moment, because you know I just love these weekly energy readings. As you know, I'm going to pull 3 cards, and then I'll pull a clarifying card, and then we'll read what the author has to say in the book, and then we'll do a little reading and see what we get. And then there you go. We'll see what the reading is, what the energy may be. Again, it's for entertainment purposes only. It all depends on, what, if it resonates, that's fine. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. But I just love these energy readings because I really think that they do, for me, okay, I can only speak on my behalf, but I really think that they just really, kind of reflect what's going on in my life to a certain degree, and kind of what's going on in the world. And, they can be very insightful. And I enjoy them, and I certainly hope that you do too. So that being the case, I'm kind of done shuffling. So interesting what I just picked. Of course, we'll go through the cards quickly, and then we'll do, like I say, a deeper dive. So I just pulled the 3 cards. I love it, and I'm shuffling up these. Oh, there's a lot of Archetype cards. I didn't realize there were so many. I know I've used this deck before. It's certainly not my first time to use these cards, but a lot of cards in this deck. So I'm going to do one more shuffle. I love it. Okay, so the cards that we got Poised, Chaos and Conflict, and Community. And then for our clarifying card, we got Virgin. So let's get started with Poised. See what we have to learn about these cards. And I apologize because I pull these cards and I don't always know. I don't know what I'm pulling, so it does take me sometimes a minute to find in the book where it is. So, all right, Poised. Oh, I love this artwork. It's actually a woman like on a column. Poised. Essential meaning: being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. Okay, here we go. You can be assured, I gotta get better glasses. You can be assured that you're ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. For the relationship message, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you're ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. And for the prosperity message, you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. Okay, I'm literally getting the chills. Powerful, beautiful. We know who we are, right? I am that I am. I know who I am, and I am ready to move forward. And then, of course, the next card that we get is Chaos and Conflict. That's page 124. Let's see what we have here. So we go from Poised and ready to move forward to Chaos and Conflict. The oracles, it says essential meanings: disarray, Being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. The Oracle's message. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. For the relationship message, stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions and higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in a much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened always better than before if you use this time constructively. Prosperity message. Circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. And the protection message. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. Wow, that's like giving me the chills. Okay, it's like, whoa, okay, I love that. And then we have community, which is page 28. Let's see what we have for community. I mean, the energies on these cards are like opposite, but yet alike. And that's what I love about it. Okay, community. Essential message. Belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. The Oracle's message. This card signifies a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures and we need to know we are useful to our families and communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels, I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed. The relationship message. You're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. There are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another. Accepting the truth that everyone has flaws is part of that dance. Yet you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You're in the perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. The prosperity message. Whenever you're in a community of like-minded others, there is a powerful opportunity to reap great abundance. It's essential to ask, what can I contribute rather than what can I get from this? Figure out a need and look to fulfill it. Something meaningful will manifest. Even if what manifests is small, it is a sign that the doors of opportunity will swing open wider. There's also another meaning of this card to consider. Don't try to be all things to all people. Choose your role and be true to it and serve from a sense of authenticity. There's no greater feeling of accomplishment than knowing you have purpose. Protection message. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the group? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now is the time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall. Be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. Oh yeah, okay, well, okay, I'm getting like the chills reading this whole thing because it's just like, oh yeah. Okay, so all right, so now we know all that. Okay, now we get into our archetype card, which of course we have the Virgin. And this says the light attribute is associated with purity, applied primarily to young women, needs to be explored symbolically as a pattern that represents not only purity, but also the beginning point of creation as in bringing forth virgin ideas. And the shadow version manifests as prudish disgust with a fear of genuine sensuality. Yeah, it says a shadow is a fear of intimate union. Resisting sex not to save your energy for other endeavors, but because it seems inherently repellent or as reluctance to lose your innocence in any way. See if you have consistently preserved your vital energies for artistic or spiritual pursuits. Okay, very interesting. I'm kind of taking another read on this card a little bit. But what I'm seeing here I love our message this week. Poised. Many of us I know are poised, right? We are just ready to move forward. We know who we are. It's been too long. We've been waiting too long to shine our light, right? To take that basket off our head and to say, here's who we are. And for people to really just love us for who we are. We don't have to be conform to something. And I'm not saying, break the law. Again, you guys all know this, right? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is this is who we are. This is what we bring to the table, right? But then we have chaos and conflict where we're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I have to do this. Maybe I have to do that. Of course, we have to act within some norms, okay? I mean, you can act however you want. I mean, this is free will. You can really do whatever you want. But of course, we want to, there is a set level of going along to get along to some extent, okay? But that is this community. How do we do the dance with each other to get along? You have to give a little to get a little. It's true. We all have certain ways, opinions and how we view the world. And how can we come together as a community really to move forward and to make everything better for not everyone and not everybody. When I do something, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Let's put it that way, right? I know I'm not, nor is everybody my cup of tea. Okay. But how do we respect each other, move forward and let our light shine and not hold ourselves back with this chaos and conflict because we know who we are and it is time to move forward for so many of us. Well, for all of us, but if we're ready, right? We're ready to move forward in a positive way with love, with kindness, to be who we are, to live to live our lives and to live fearless, right? To fear less, right? So fearless, to fear less as we move forward and we create the world that we want to create. We create our world, even if it's just really redesigning a room or creating a room that we want to go into and say, this is our room, or this is our garden, or this is our home or our street or however our community is. And I love this Virgin card because it's like our shadow attribute is, yes, we're maintaining symbolic purity of our heart and our spirit, right? We're maintaining that of who we are and going out in the world and saying, this is how it is. And I just love this for us but then also this shadow attribute does say fear of intimate union, but I'm also seeing like judging others and saying kind of a shadow attribute of this Virgin saying, judging others and saying, well, I'm not going to do that or whatever. I'm not going to go forward because I'm judging others and just taking that judgment away and saying, listen, everybody's going to do, I can't control anyone and no one can control me. So how can we just get along in the best way we can get along so that you can do it, you can live how your dream, and I'm going to live my dream. And you know what? He can come and maybe come into like a higher dream, right? Sometimes it's like, I just heard the word alchemy, like taking separate, sometimes we're opposite, we are, but taking two opposites, putting them together, and somehow creating something stronger in that mix. Sometimes, you know, you just can't create, but you respect, I agree to disagree with you, right? I can respect your differences. I can respect whatever, but we come away stronger that we at least respect each other, right? But I love this message for this week. This message of being poised to move forward. This message of knowing that, yeah, there's conflict and things like that, but we move forward through it, and we move forward through our conflict of ourselves, and then having this community that we create for ourselves, and knowing that there is a place for all of us to move forward. I just love it. And remaining true to the purity and innocence of our soul, of who we are. Oh, my friends, I love it. So I hope you certainly enjoyed this message. Oh, and we still have a 3-card pick to do. So here we go. So this is the Intuitive Whispers Oracle from Maude Hirst. Oh, my goodness. So you know what? Think about, anything you might be wanting to get a little bit of guidance on. Again, it's, for entertainment purposes only. We'll see. It might, if it resonates, fine. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine too. But what a beautiful message we just got for our weekly energy reading. All right, here we go. I'm shuffling. I love it. All right, so here we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you and don't think too hard. If you picked card 1, you got number 2. Okay, and it says unraveling. And you know what? I don't know where is... I want to see what this book says about unraveling, because I have not a clue. To me, unraveling is really just kind of like, right? Kind of just going down and like powering down. Yeah, and it just says to let go of the parts. It says a lot, but to let go of the parts that are holding you back. And isn't that very much, that was talking about the chaos and conflict earlier. So just letting go of those parts that are holding you back. I just just unraveling. I love that. If you picked card 2, it's 42, which would be a 6. And it says, if you pick card 2, it's time to shine. Yes, right? Matches up with our poise card. It's time to shine. I love that. And if you picked card 3, you also got the number 6, and it says tap into your sacral power. Our sacral power is our creativity, right? So if you got this card, you can certainly start to tap into that sacral power if you feel like you're ready to, which we all tap into it anyway. But there you go, my friends. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please join me tomorrow for our weekend energy reading and our 3-card pick, and I will see you somewhere on YouTube. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, namaste.